Hello, welcome back to another video. Don't mind me, I'm just while I'm recording this, if I seem a little bit distracted, it is because I'm browsing something right now. Uh, Legos again. Have an addiction buying Legos, but uh, not too much though. Uh, yeah. Anyways, just get straight to it. So this week actually has been a chaotic week. Not in terms of work and yeah, kind of like yeah, it's just work really. Don't not nothing really bad happened. It's chaotic and to me it's pretty funny. Uh, I probably find it funny compared to majority people who don't find it funny. But I'll get it. Like in order. So Monday, Monday to Friday, I go to work, so that's pretty much the same. The intern that I remember I talked about initially, I thought he would come back on Monday. He actually came back on Wednesday. Yeah, so basically Monday and Tuesday, I was just alone with the other girl who I work with, and the other two and the other two guys, the second guy and the other guy, it's in the they're in the different they're in a different room. So, but they're still there. So there was only like four of us out of s- out of eight that's usually on site. I think eight. Too lazy to count right now, but I think seven or eight, somewhere around there. What I mean by that is sometimes that one person show up, sometimes they don't. So I wouldn't. So seven, eight. Yeah, so that Monday is usually like the onboarding day. So, last week wasn't that many, actually last week was okay. It wasn't that many people. Compared to this week we're gonna have, it's not even much at all compared to last week. Last week was, I believe, about uh 10 people, and this week we're gonna have just six, and two of them. I mean, actually, it was gonna be one is gonna onboard remotely, but end up it's gonna be two. So six out of four people, and four people will be on site, and only one person out of pe- those two needed a computer, and the other one person is gonna be on site. Only need one computer, so only one person would need a computer. So in other words, it means that I didn't really, there wasn't really much for me to do last week in terms of like setting up the PCs for the user for their needs. Yeah. Yeah, so I did the onboarding. I did it along with a coworker, just watching, just like the presentation, those type of IT stuff, handing out badges and those kind of, I believe, those basic stuff that you'll do, even though this job role is actually very broad. Because the job is literally called information technology, and you kind of do a lot of things. I think it's kind of like good and bad at the same time. Good is like you get to try a lot of different things, so you won't be bored at like one particular task that you repeat. And secondly, it could be bad because you do a lot of stuff, but you wouldn't be like, what's it called, like expert in one that particular field, or do it fast, and if you know what I mean. Yeah, and there's not really, I'm really indifferent. If I repeat the same thing, that's fine with me. Or do a lot of different things, that's fine with me too. I mean, job's a job. Well, I'm not gonna complain that much. Yeah, so that was Monday, and basically the whole week, there wasn't really anything for me to do because it was just me and the other girl. And actually, the guy came on Wednesday. Then we did some stuff. We went to a different site to set up the software for somebody. Uh, yeah, I just skipped Tuesday because there was nothing really on Tuesday. It was actually Wednesday. Then the office drama. Then we went to the other site. Then we got after we left the site, we went to get boba, which I haven't had for a long time. Since really before the pandemic, really. Uh, I'm not at least I'm not aware. I don't think I believe the last time I got boba was during before the pandemic. I don't think I got it even got boba during the pandemic. Probably not, but I could be wrong. Uh, because for me it's not really a big deal. I mean, if there's one, then I'll get it. If not, then I don't really need it. Uh, Because to me, it's the same price. It's about the. It's not really worth the price. Consider I can get about like $3 more if I can get like shave ice, and I love shave ice. The Asian shave ice, not the American one, which is like full of like syrup, sugar. Not my type of thing, but I like the Asian one. The Chinese one especially. It's like brands like call like Me Fresh. Well the most well known. It's not the best, but well, you can't really any other options because I don't live in Asia. I live in America, so options are limited. But it's one of my favorites. Refresh to get like those share by desserts. I like those. Yeah. So and anyways, we went to get so I went a little bit off topic. So Wednesday we got like boba. And I wanted to buy it to my the employees because they helped me. And well, not me, not just me. Me and my coworker, the intern, thought of just buying because uh, I just appreciate that they're helping us, and it's not really much at all. Just a boba. It's not expensive. Like I mean, it's pretty expensive, but it's like $5 each, but it's not that bad. Just it's just a small gesture. So I decided to buy that, and they were like, there was a slight, I don't know what's the right word, but anyways, we're not allowed to buy it. We didn't know that, but we ended up buying. They let us go do it this time. But in the future, we're not allowed to buy them anything because I think it's considered of a bribe, I guess. Even though I don't really think that much because I mean for employee, I guess if I'm a full-time employee, I guess that kind of makes sense. But I'm just an intern, so there's like a contract, not like a contract how long I'm gonna be there anyway. So, but that's what I didn't know that, but that's something to no something to be aware of next time if I want to do something like that. Uh, I mean I mean you can be a bribe. Some people can take advantage of it. I'm not, cause what is there? I'm pretty sure you can take advantage of it. That's what they said. Oh, that's what my coworker said. He said someone did that at his previous job, just bribe, and they got promoted or higher pay, whichever. Yeah, but that was not my attention, nor do I believe it was my coworker's intention too. I think it was just a thought of appreciation, and that was the only thing I can think of other than. Well, I mean, when you try to appreciate someone's house, we usually like have to like purchase something. So, and that was one of it. And yeah, it will come sooner or later anyway. So I mean, they were cool about it. There's not any big deal. You just let it go this time. So in the future, we just don't do that. But that was fine. That was not really a problem for me. And yeah, and then exactly the same day, I had my first desktop support. Uh, I mean, not desktop. First like corporate desktop support assistant to like the employees in the company. It was actually it was actually not too bad, considering what was the problem. And the problem was just the Outlook. And Outlook that they had a outage, and actually I didn't know that because well actually I did kind of aware, but my coworker helped me look it up. There was an actual outage for Outlook. There's this person, my coworker went to like a website, so you can check like the outage outages. So, anyways, this person I work with, uh, had a problem out of the had problem with the Outlook, just like the whole Office softwares. Yeah. And actually, before I even assist her, I was actually setting up computers this whole week actually. And one of the steps you gotta do just download the software for Office, and you just gotta log in with users' credentials. And I noticed I was having problem logging in for some reason, even though the credentials is in our directory. I don't know why. So there was actually an outage that we didn't know until when I actually assist somebody. So yeah. So before I assist somebody, I just kind of like let it go. When I was in the process installing softwares for the new computers. So we ended up finding out what was the reason why we couldn't do it. It was because there was an outage. But this person just want to make it difficult. She's like one of those people. Want to bring up their title. They just talk about they think that I don't know how to do my job. I mean, you can say that, but it's not really gonna change like the problem here. You cannot log into the office. It's not my fault because I mean is on their end, not my end, and there wasn't really much I can do. I just told them maybe you can try again later. And I showed them like the outage thing, and I also show her like the laptop I was configuring too. I show her that her account wasn't able to log in, my account wasn't able to log in too. Um, and she talked about like her coworkers are able to access to it. Yeah, that's great, but we just can't access to it. I mean, I don't know, maybe later on they will not have access later. That could be possible, but as of that moment, I was helping her. My computer, on my end, on my work computer, I was able to access to it. But the one I'm trying to set it up was not able to access, and I think that she never had logged into the office. That's why she's not able to log in, and that's why there was some outage. Like she's part of the outage, not being able to log in. But people who logged in, there was no problem, and I was one of them who already logged in previously, so it didn't have the problem. I think she just never logged in. So there's a like the outage part of like the outage problem, which I cannot control because I'm not part of Microsoft, and there's nothing I can really do to assist or give it really any answer. So she just told me I don't know how to do my job, which I'm not really bothered by it because it's not something I can control or assist. Anyways, you just get straight to it. Do you know who I am? Like one of those. I mean, she's a higher up, the manager, like higher up. I'm not really bothered. She just keeps saying, "Do you know who I am?" Well, before she said that, she said like, "I don't think you know what you're doing." That's something that really like bothers like I think most people who are like young because like they assume like young kids don't know how to do it. Like even my coworker, like the girl, she's also young, and she said that she also get a lot of those because we're considered young and we don't know what we're doing. But when we cause I had to bring my the second guy, or second or third, uh, yeah, I think, yeah, I bring that second guy actually. So the second guy, I brought him. It was on a Zoom call actually. So I tell the situation, explain the situation, like what's the problem, and he look at the ticket that the user sent, the problem with the office thing, and she basically just told her the same thing I told her. She just said there was an outage, and there's nothing we can really do about it, but we can like let her know when we are aware of like the system's back up, and she immediately just said, okay, that's understandable. Uh, I just thought that was funny because I don't know. I mean, it's the same thing I said, except that it was coming from someone with a higher position than me and a older person. obviously older people have more experience. I never understand. I mean, I told her the same thing. Show her like even the other laptop I configured can't log in, so there was an outage, and show her the website that there's no there's a website you can just check the is outage. But she didn't believe me, so there was really much I can do. And I also forgot to say that she said like, "Do you know who I am?" And I kind of talked back. I'm not one of those people who don't talk back. I like to talk back, and it's probably not appropriate, but I didn't. It was not like a bad response or anything. Like she just said, "Do you know who I am?" And I said, "Yeah." And I just said like, and could I look at what I mean by yeah? I just could I look at her Zoom name? I just say like her name. I mean I mean that's how I answer. It's not like a bad way to talk back. Cause I obviously don't know. I didn't know she was like a higher up. Cause I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't know. 'Cause I never interact with the person. And even though I interact with a person, I probably won't even remember anyways. So the only answer I can give is her name. Yeah. And I don't think it's really a bad talk back, but she tried to escalate the situation. Talk to my manager. My manager just say my manager didn't really say anything. Uh, well, I mean, I didn't get any message from my manager, so it's not really a bad way to talk back. I mean, I only say her name because what else am I supposed to respond when someone say, "Do you know who I am?" But I do find it funny though. They feel a need to bring that up, like their title, uh, like the power they have. I guess I don't know. I don't know. If I ever been higher, I wouldn't even do that crap because I don't know. It just bring weakness to your like the point of the argument. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Mm, yeah, that was my Wednesday actually, and and I think that's oh yeah, actually the same day. Wednesday was actually an interesting day. My friend, I mean not my friend, the coworker, the intern, also has some like we had like a little small life talk, and it really bothers me. People like not just him, but people in yeah young age people have like also like life problem and just like it's really just minor problems that make it such a big issue. Really sick of hearing it. Not sick of hearing it, just like sick of like people complain about it. Not sick of hearing it, just complain about it. And it's just like it's not just him. A lot of people like that I encounter with, they talk about a lot of those. Yeah, and he just basically it's the same situation that I had. So he'll be late for a semester, given that he had to take some classes that unexpected. So next semester for the fall semester, he had to take like one class. So it's kind of like a waste of a semester because you only take one class for that whole semester, and he just think it's a waste. He think like sucks that he'll be graduating late and he wouldn't be able to graduate on time like his friends and his girlfriends and so. Uh, I just told him don't really. I mean, it's not really a bad thing because I mean, if you're only taking one class, you can also I don't know, ask the company if they can like let you work until then. I mean, a job experience is a lot better than school because you're gonna need to work after school anyways. So, I mean, you can take this opportunity. I mean, I would take this opportunity. Probably not just one class. I'll probably take a few, like two or three classes if I have this opportunity. But there's pros and cons to it. Uh, yeah, because he's also the similar. He's also the similar situation that I was in last year. For like the fall. Because in the fall, I had to take two more classes instead of his one classes, and kind of suck. Wasted like kind of like a semester, but I don't know. It doesn't really bother me because I mean, it's nothing really can do about it. Sometimes just poor planning. But if you're just doing if you're just doing classes and you're not really doing anything, yeah, it's pretty much a waste. And yeah, I don't know, pretty much a waste. I don't know. That's just how I view it. If you don't have anything really going on with your life, uh, well, not really going on with your life. If you're not really like say like when you go to work, they ask you like, what do you see yourself in like 5 years? Those kind of question. And if you didn't really change like you were like a few years ago, I don't know. I feel like you're just wasted the the amount of time you just wasted since that question was asked. That's just for me. Uh, and I never understand how people can just live every day and rinse and repeat. Assuming they don't have any roadblocks or any other things that is dragging him down, of course, because I know there's some personal stuff which I have been involved before. Beginning of my like right after high school, there were some roadblocks, but I think I'll talk about another video. Like I'll probably make like a like a like a life talk, life talk or advice for like people, something like that. I don't know. I might make like that because kind of like sick of hearing it. I feel like I just want to like say it. I don't know. Maybe some people need to hear it. Uh, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like, I mean, not, you don't really hear advices coming from like young adults. You mostly hear from like uh, people who are older because they experience a lot. But I think that I've experienced a lot considering my age group. I experienced a lot compared to people around my age group. So I feel that I am sort of qualified to say some live talk. And that doesn't mean that I know more than the people who are older because they have more experience. That's not what I'm saying. I just think that I can be kind of qualified, given the stuff I experience and given my age group that I'm as a young adult and a college student. I don't know, that's something to think about. I may make one of those videos sometimes in the summer. But I think that would be easier one than compared to the one I have to do still for the mining video. Because that one I have to edit and yeah, a lot. I'm very busy these days. You gotta work. I work too long. I mean I don't have to work that long. I just choose to work long, like in a way to like impress the manager in a way. So like I don't know, maybe that'll be a good reason like that they will hire me because I'm hardworking. I don't know. That's how I view it. But I don't know how they evaluate. And if they don't, that's fine, cause I don't know, still grateful that I had like a job experience, and I'm also getting paid for like staying extra hours. So yeah, I don't know, any issues. And yeah, Saturday, yesterday was Saturday. Today's actually Sunday. Saturday, I took my family out, my parents and the old lady. We went to a Chinese restaurant or Taiwanese, you want to say, basically the same. China, Taiwan, same thing. They're the same. But, you know, some people want to recognize Taiwan's independent, but I don't know. Don't really care about that. But I'll just say Taiwanese for the sake, because their restaurant name is really called Taiwanese. So we went there. We got some food. We spent about $100. It was $100, about $100, and plus the tips. It was very pricey. We'll not be going there again. Uh, I don't know. We don't really go out to eat that much. We're pretty frugal. 'Cause we don't like really spending that much kind of money, given like the economy is so bad right now. Well, it's gonna get worse too. And also, it's not like America. It's not like America's the only one. I mean, a lot of countries out there is also tough too, thanks to the government. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. Mm, yeah. Then afterwards we got like the shaved ice I was talking about earlier, the meat fresh. So that was about like 38. So we spent about 100 $150 that day, yesterday. It's pretty expensive, but you know, it's once a time occasion, so it's not that bad. Can't do that every week though. Uh, I mean, I know people who do that, but like that's not for me. That's not for me. But I was also thinking that maybe every time I get a paycheck, I can take my parents and the old lady out eat. We don't have to necessarily go eat out. We can also buy the food back to save on like the tipping part. Maybe you don't have to tip, why you have to tip? So I don't know. That's something to think about. I don't mind. 'cause I'm getting paid at work, and there is reasonably it's pretty good compensation, so I don't mind just like you know in a way to kind of like celebrate every time I get a check, just take it on my parents or and the old lady to eat. I don't know, something to think about. But yeah, this video is pretty long. Yeah, almost 25 minutes, I think. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, yeah. See you later. See you next week. Okay. Bye bye.